Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. My name is Takhsh, an immigration attorney from Chicago. I've been doing this line of work for over 10 years, helping individuals and families maneuver their respective immigration journeys. Today we're going to talk about the marriage-based adjustment of status interview. The interview causes a lot of concern and anxiety for many people because they don't know what to expect, how it's going to go, and so this video is intended to demystify some aspects of the process. First of all, by now you have filed your case, you have potentially obtained your work and travel authorization card and patiently waiting to receive your interview date. So you get the notice in the mail. Usually the government is going to give you about 30 to 45 days in order to prepare for the interview. On the day of the interview, you will present yourself along with your spouse to the field office that scheduled your interview. You're going to be called in, you're going to go inside, you're going to remain standing, raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. The beneficiary is going to be obviously the person that is seeking the immigration benefit, and so the focus of the interview will be on him or her. The officer is really concerned about one thing and one thing only, and that is to determine whether the relationship is real. And so you have submitted tons of evidence to prove that the relationship is real. You provided leases, bank statements, credit card statements, utility bills, photos, you name it, you've submitted it. And so you're feeling pretty good. But the officer is still keen on asking you some questions, personal questions sometimes, in order to determine the veracity of your statements, the veracity of your supporting evidence. What are those questions? Well, how did you meet? Where did you meet? Have you met her parents? Has she met yours? What was the last movie that you watched together? Where did you go on vacation last? What side of the bed do you sleep on? Things like that. Sometimes, depending on the personality of the officer, the interview could be as short as 10 to 15 minutes, although rare. Sometimes, again depending on the personality of the officer, the interview could be as long as 45 minutes to an hour. I would say that 80% of our interviews at our office are usually about 30 to 40 minutes, because that is generally a good amount of time during which the officer is going to be able to determine whether the relationship is real. And so as you're preparing for the interview, what I always recommend my clients do is to role play. Ask each other questions. It could be fun. You learn a lot about each other, things that you may not have known, things that don't come up every day. But at the same time, remember, this is not an exam. You can't really quote unquote prepare for it because you either know her or you don't. She either knows you or she doesn't. And so be yourselves. That is single-handedly the most important piece of advice I can give you. Be natural, be yourselves, have faith in your relationship. You've come this far. And so take heart, prepare, and remember, everything will be fine. Take care.